Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel Easy Commerce Phonetics. Here we are with a new video on new education policy. We are having some of the views from the student sides regarding the new education policy. As per my personal perception, if I talk about the new education policy, it is quite good as compared to old education policy. As in the old education policy, only we are focusing on the education, not on the practical learning. We are providing education but not on the practical learning. Indian education is known only for degree oriented education system where a child having a degree is going to have the job, but it is not good. If we talk about in India, if we talk about personally for India, 75% of Indian means Indian population, 75% is literate. But if we talk about the developed economies, in developed economies, 95% of population residing in the developed economies are educated. So why we are far? We are far because we are not having a good education system, and its proper implementation is also required. If I talk about the new education system, it is focusing on practical learning, and student oriented education system is there where a student can choose his or her career, and on that career only he can work and have a good progress. So this is my personal views that a proper implementation should be there for the new education policy for the betterment of youth. And if we talk about other views, so we can continue with the video and see the other views of other students. Let's see the views of other friends and my juniors.
Guys, my name is Ankit Patel and I have graduated from STB Sandeswar, and I have been asked by Sarvijit to share my views regarding new education policy 2020. So guys, according to me, the new education policy is good overall for school and college students both. Firstly, what's good in it is that they will provide you certificates for the partial completion of degree. For instance, you will be provided with the certificate on the 1 year of your college, 1 year completion of your college, and with the diploma on the 2 year completion of your college. And finally they will provide you with a degree on the completion of your degree. So what's good in it is that the students, those who want to start their career earlier due to some family problems or something like that, can start their career, or they have the opportunities that you will be provided with a common profile for the different lessons and different companies you have worked with. So in this way, a student and company both will be able to get the best out of him, and the best qualities will be developed. So this will enhance his career.
Greetings to everyone. This is Monish Khejgi from Sri Kavatara School Mandleshwar, and I am here to present some highlights, benefits and demerits of the new education policy 2020. So let us start with the benefits. New education policy also recognizes the talents too. This is really amazing because before we were just focusing on academics, but now we can also have some musicians, actors and dancers from our school. Previously we were just focusing on 3 subjects, namely science, commerce and humanities to choose, but now we can have any 5 subjects after 10th that we want to study in future. The best 2 benefits are that you can exit college in any year and join from the same year again. Also, the board will be less important now. And some demerits are, it should clearly display the guidelines and proper information of the new education policy, as several students do not understand it or are aware of it. Also, the shift of the NAP will cause several issues and the language policy should be focused again. Thank you so much.
Good morning, my name is Rohit Patidar and I am a commerce graduate from IPS Academy Indore. According to me, old education policy will help to develop the intellectual knowledge only, but that is not enough to develop the entire knowledge of a student. A new education policy will help to develop the leadership skills, conversation skills, team building and intellectual skills too, intellectual knowledge too. मेरा भारत सरकार से यह निवेदन है, यह सुझाव है कि बहुत सारे स्कूल कॉलेजेस ऐसे हैं जहां पर ई लर्निंग, डिजिटल क्लासेस, ई बोर्ड्स पहचानते नहीं हैं, तो उन पर विशेष ध्यान दिया जाए. धन्यवाद.
Hi guys, this is Soumya Agrawal and I am here to discuss one advantage and disadvantage of the new education policy in India. So here I go. First I will discuss the advantage. It will help students to develop scientific temper from a young age. The NEP aims to make it easier to set up new quality of higher education institutes with global standard. This will promote value-based education. Friends, now I will discuss one disadvantage. As it was said that till 5th standard, English speaking will not be necessary in schools. Children can choose their own regional subject as per their choice. So this will affect the underprivileged children because they don't know anything about English previously because they were from lower background, and then they will face many problems, many challenges, and they will not be able to understand the chapters and language of the teachers, and they will suffer a lot. Thank you.
Hello India, my name is Mehul Bhavsar. I belong from Khargone, Madhya Pradesh, and I am pursuing post-graduation in business administration. Today I am here to talk on the very important topic, that is new education policy. Today everyone is happy and cheering the new education policy, and I also appreciate the great initiative of our PM Modi in the field of education. Since very long there was no reform in our education system, and the country like India, which has very gigantic population, required new education reform. That's why this reform is called a very great initiative taken by PM Modi. While some friends have told you some good and positive measures about this reform, but I think that this reform is not a complete reform in the sector of education policy. While I'm going to put light on the very major problem that is running our Indian youth. Means our education system is not providing education, it is just providing a race of marks. And this race not letting our youth to learn. While my this coming point will let you to think little more on our education policy. Why our history books are majorly consisted of Mughals and their begins. Was there no any powerful rulers who defeated Mughals like Prithviraj Chauhan, Maharana Pratap, Shivaji Maharaj, and many more? If they do, then why don't they are on our history books? My third point is mainly consist about our education system is that it is mainly focused to provide a labor. Yes, a labor. Some would be from a premium class of labor, and some would be of a middle class of laborers. By denoting the term labor, I am talking about the lives of today's employees. Yes, they are none less than laborers. It makes us feel sad about thinking of our old education system, which make our student to a labor kind of person despite of a man who can stand by their own. But it also makes us feel good that reforms have been done on time. So we can expect to our new education system that it will make a student to a man kind of person who can stand by their own. And we can also expect this that most of the problems of students will be cleared and will be solved by this new education policy. And hope there will be a bright future of the youth of this country.
So these are all the views from the student sides, and I am thankful to all my dear friends as well as juniors for sharing their views on my YouTube channel. Thanks to everyone, and if you still have not subscribed my channel, so please do subscribe and click on the bell icon for the further notification. Thank you.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.